Hi, Randy. How are you doing? I'm so excited to get this to you. Like, over the moon. Can you tell? Spirit fingers. So I'm not even going to go through the whole spiel because you know this spiel. You know we are tapping into the Akashic Records, the hall of all the books of every soul that has ever entered or left Earth or this universe. Lately, I've been and it's so wild because every time I think I start figuring out the mysteries of the universe, I find out you can never discover all the mysteries of the universe. So I now understand the Milky Way. I understand how it got here, how it works, how it was created, who the main players are, how we are all just replicas of them enjoying their experience in different formats, right? But then I got to this shit about the galactic center. The galactic center is like the entry point, the coochie hole we all came through to get here. But the galactic center is like the Akashic records, except for the galactic center keeps the data from all the universes in the multiverse, not just the Milky Way. So anybody who has planets close to 26 degrees Sagittarius, 26 degrees Sagittarius, has access to this center where they can pull information about, like, I don't even know the names of these other galaxies. All I know is the Milky Way. I thought I knew a lot, but we can never know it all. So, anyways, I am going to be tapping in today to let you know what you need to know about your relationship, just like whatever comes through, because I find that that is the coolest way to do this shit. So, let's see what we're tapping into. I don't have any planets near the galactic center. I actually have one opposing it, and I think it's because God knows if I had access to the information about everything, my head would just pop the fuck off. I would just be like, yo, there's more than aliens. Like, aliens are like bottom tier. Aliens are right above us. We are the aliens. We are the aliens in human suits because aliens can shapeshift. They're wonderful. Out there, there might be like we don't even know what the fuck those are called. But they're foreign to us. Look at me trying not to think about like what is through that fucking gateway. It's gonna kill me. So, what is the theme of Randy's reading today? What is the theme for Randy's relationship reading today? Let's see what the cosmos want you to know. Clearly not the gateway. Peace. There's a dove here. But ooh, there are some outside factors. Ooh, this is what I want to get into. So you are going to be my first. Let me push my screen back. You are going to be my first, messing up words. I'm so excited. My first erotic reading. I like the term erotic instead of sexual. I don't know why. It just makes me feel grown up. Like maybe I read romance novels. I do. I love them. I love erotica. So the disruptions and the peace in your relationship. There are things that need to be pulled out, thorns that need to be pulled out of, clogs out of your pipe. This is messing up your passion. This is messing up the sex in your relationship. So the theme of this, how we are going to get your ebb and flow back ebbing and flowing. Ebony. So what, don't mind me. This is what happens when I have enough time to recharge so I can do these readings. I don't want to be on here like your Venus is in the 12th house, all dead and stuff. Uh, people don't understand how important it is to be recharged so that I can give you this. You know how much energy it takes to be this extra? A lot of rest and recharging. Like, I'm getting the vibe for that's what you guys need in this relationship. Somebody is not fueling themselves enough of what they enjoy in life. So their metaphysical dick can't get up. It doesn't feel like y'all physically have any issues, but it's not passionate like it needs to. So let's start there. Let's start with what the wounds are. So, what are the blockages, the disruptions in these relationships? because they're hidden from me. If I had been using the tarot cards, this would have said the moon. There is something blocking you guys. Something hidden, something secret, something subconscious. Randy, it's coming up as you. What you want, baby? Why are you holding back from this man? Girl. Okay, so is you. Is you, first and foremost. It's not him. So, but it's because somebody lied to you. It doesn't feel like you've had a shit ton of partners, but somebody, maybe 2 or 3 people amongst that mist, lied to you about your prowess, about your abilities, about how they felt about your abilities. It could even be them not really like reinforcing positivity in that area because you're clogged. And look, it's right around the heart. The mystery is in your subconscious, things that you have kept flowing in your mind, beliefs that are not true, times that you did not honor your own feelings. That part of you still regrets. It's like you won't let yourself, you're married, but you won't let yourself go there. There's still a little bit of lack of a trust that is not because you don't trust him per se, but you don't because other people that you have trusted before now fucked that up when you didn't even see that coming. So part of you is still holding that in here. So this is not allowing you to open for the best way to say this. You're not being as open in your heart when you let him physically inside of you. If that makes sense. You're not reaching your full potential because you're not allowing yourself to be pleased in totality. Part of you is frozen. Okay, so let's see if there are any blocks on his head. That's what I put the deck up and I'm like, all right, y'all not gonna just jump on my girl here. Are there any blocks coming from Randy's husband's end? There has to be, because this is about balance. Are there any blocks coming from Randy's husband's end? Ooh, that popped out. You know what that means, girl. Message. Ooh, that was a double. He is wearing a mask. There are some things he wants to try that he's afraid to try because he doesn't know if you'll judge him or you'll be interested. So he's always putting those needs and desires off. There are things that he wants, that he's interested in trying, but he doesn't want to push you. He doesn't want to make you uncomfortable. He wants you to know that he is a safe space. And in some ways, it is to his detriment because he is not fully expressing himself to you. So that becomes a shadow. The same way you're not fully opening up to him. So there goes that mystery and that disruption. You see across wires there? He wants to do freaky stuff or to try to see what stuff you are into. And you're not giving. You're not releasing. You're not turning up, is what I'm feeling. He wants to see you get into it. This is so weird. I didn't know I could do this. This is like making me blush. Like to let your guard down. And that is what you have up. He wants you to let your guard down while he tries this other stuff so he can see like, yeah, I did that there. But you don't you don't let him take you there. So what does Randy need to know about her love life? Okay, so that's why I didn't offer these. I was so immature. All right, just in this area. But oh my goodness. Y'all need to talk. Well, doesn't that make sense? Let me just show you. This is a coffee cup too. So y'all need to share tea. Okay. Are there things you didn't tell him about your sex life and other relationships because it's uncomfortable? Like there are some things that were said to you or some incidents that occurred that you still carried with you that you felt were like there could have been some truth to it, what they said to you or something. So you never brought it up to anybody else because you were afraid that somebody else would confirm what those people said to you. You don't want your husband to look at you in the way that any other person has looked at you. So some stuff you haven't even divulged, but you're keeping it within yourself. That needs to come out during this chat. And then as you start telling him about the stuff and the reasons you don't do A, B, and C, and D, and how you used to wear fishnets and stockings and trench coats for your other guys, and they'd be like, why are you doing that? And you just stopped. He's gonna be like, hell yeah, I'm so glad you brought this up. I can't wait to see that ass in some fishnets or whatever the fuck the case may be. Because y'all need to do some new stuff. Y'all have been looking at everything but the relationship, the core. Like y'all have been handling business everywhere. It seems like y'all run together really well as a team. It's beautiful teamwork. And it's so annoying for y'all to feel like there's just something that's still like, what is it here? It's sex. It is passionate, free sex. Your bedroom should be a space where you guys are 100% free to let yourself loose. He's not letting loose because he's afraid that you're going to look at him like, after Tarzan comes out, and you're not letting loose because I don't know, what are you afraid you're gonna like fart? I don't know, but that's what it feels like. It feels like you're afraid you're gonna say, or also, oh, y'all are mirroring. You're afraid you're gonna do or say something that is gonna get a reaction out of him that is gonna mirror what has occurred in the past. But he's maybe you ask him that during your meeting. Has he ever had an issue with somebody in his sex drive? Will be the question. It feels like maybe he got turned down sometimes for sex. So therefore, that's also part of why he doesn't always come to you with his needs. He doesn't want to push because there are other times where he was more honest about how often or how kinky he would like to get. And the woman would be annoyed with him, which is not cool. Like, get that man some ass. So what does Randi need to know about healing her relationship at this time? What does Randi need to know about healing her relationship at this time? Then I'm going to get slightly dirty for a second and just tell you what you guys need from each other in that department with the erotic deck. I haven't used that for anybody yet, so I'm really excited. So, a honeymoon. Y'all need some time away to just focus on each other. A new phase, a new era. I'm talking y'all clinking glasses, as y'all say, to the next chapter. And then like blow each other's brains out, but not in the bad way. Not in the bad way. So a honeymoon time, because the chemistry is, do I want to say lukewarm? Y'all love each other very much, but it can't keep going the way it's been going. How about that? There's a disconnect in the spark. And when there's a disconnect in the spark, then things start to unravel and go down that tree of life. You need to keep the relationship exciting because only from boredom and up can you start to thrive. When you go boredom and down, it starts to go bad. This is your soulmate. This is the one you were waiting for. This is boo-boo. And y'all need to take some time to pour into your relationship because then everything else will flourish. Love is the generator, the power center. Your hearts are the power center. And when y'all are combined in that area, you are able to create exponentially. So let's see. Let's crack the code. What do each of you want? What are you craving? What is Randi craving sexually at a core level? What does Randi need to feel sexually satisfied or secure? Hand holding came up. No judgment. I just thought surprised it went through my head like hand holding. Could it also be instructional? Do you need a talker? Yeah, that's what it feels like. You need to know, you need positive reinforcement. You need to know you're doing a good job. You need to know what he wants you to do. And the hand holding is just a part of that, to know that y'all are always like connected. Like he got you. Like you're doing amazing, sweetie. love that shit. So let me show you this first. When I said you need a hand hold it and you need it to feel comfortable, like you were doing this right. You need, I don't want to say good girl, because that makes me cringe and, and then it makes me do this. But that's sort of kind of what it feels like. You see how the guy is down there and it's sort of like worshipy, but it's making you feel secure, making you feel like you're the hottest thing in the room, like he needs it now. But he's telling you what he needs from you, and you're telling him what you need from him. But that energy allows you to overflow. And earlier in this reading, I was like, what is it that you did that made you uncomfortable? Why are you not sharing yourself? And my mom was about to be like, are you a, can I say that on YouTube? I'm not monetized. I don't care. Just don't play my video. Um, are you a squirter? Are you a like a dripper or something? Because it felt like maybe you were ashamed of the byproducts of your pleasure, is the way I would say. But look here, something about him holding your hand, telling you what he needs, giving you positive reinforcement, making you feel like you are amazing in bed, just makes you overflow. You see that? He can't even take it. Look at his face. Oh, I've got to grow up. So that actually re-sparks the passion. Look at that. He can't keep his hands off that ass. That's what y'all need. Y'all have been keeping y'all hands off of each other's ass. He might be into sometimes you touching his butt. Oh my gosh, don't judge me for that. It's in his secret kinks, okay? So like maybe just play him this video and see how his face looks when he hears that part. But he wants to try some stuff. He has a G spot there. Y'all ain't gotta go all peggle, but you know, like this is a very experimental relationship. He wants to do it all. And secretly, because this came out of your pool, you sort of do want him on your ass like that. And then look at the bottom of that. What did I say this relationship was about? Hold on. What did I say? You got the first card here? That fucking dove. What is that dove? Peace. You need to let it loose so y'all can get the peace and balance in your relationship. That only comes when y'all share passion with each other outside of just what you do for work and your regular humdrum activities. Y'all do great with your regular activities. That's not an issue for you guys. But if y'all don't have that passionate aspect and y'all are not giving each other 111 on the clock, that physical love, it's no different than y'all having a relationship with a friend or a parent or somebody else. The thing that makes a romantic relationship different from all the other ones is that sexual, erotic love, that eros, that joie de vivre, the thing that boosts your libido. And y'all, yeah, y'all are fizzling in that area. So what does Randy's husband desire in the bedroom? What does Randy's husband desire in the bedroom? Interestingly enough, see, y'all kinks match each other. Your kinks really do come together, because you see how here that dude is positioned just like he was in your card, where he just wanted to like play with your body. This is an instructor. Like in this picture, it looks like he has a doll. He wants to see what this part does. He wants to see how far your leg can go. What does this sensation do to you? He wants to see you not act like the organized together woman that you are, or that you work really hard to be all the time. He just wants to see you relaxed. He's trying to give you a peaceful space. Like let his tool with the tools when it comes to you. He wants to play around with you. He just wants you to enjoy him. Let him play around, because look what came up again. He wants to be able to be free to enjoy you and know that you like it, and that both of you feel like this again. Satisfied. He just wants to see what it can do if he is in control, if you are completely open, if you are relaxed. And it's not on here, but I feel like he wants that waterfall. This is wild. He does. He wants to learn. Like, I don't know what his sexual past was before you, besides sometimes the women couldn't handle the fullness of him. but he like really wants to try out stuff. Maybe it's because he has not tried it with you in particular. Like it's you, you're his wife. He doesn't care if he's done it with somebody else. He wants to see like you react to him. And I don't want to make it as shallow as he wants to know if he still has it, but he wants to know if you have it for him, like that thing. Y'all have everything but the passion currently. But it's not because it's not available, guys. So let me make that clear, even though I'm tee over this shit. It's just hidden. It's underneath. It's a part of y'all's development side of country. Uh, it's the next tier for you guys. Try tantra. Try just laying there and letting him do what he wants to, and you taking directions. Watch how much that shit freaks you out, and then just go from there. Y'all are going to be working on sex like it's a healing practice, because it is for both of you. For him to be comfortable with unleashing the beast, and for you to be okay with unleashing your beast, but then also being completely relaxed into your feminine energy. So if Randy and her husband start trying these new things, where will this lead them? And that's why I'm going to close here. Where will these new changes in their sex life lead the relationship? I'm using my map set for this because it's like directions. Where will these changes in their sex life lead them? I love it. Y'all are going to pull out the ghost of the past. Anybody still lingering in those closets? There's supposed to be skeletons in them closets. But if there's skeletons in the closet, there can be ghosts too. Boo, Monsters Inc. So y'all are going to be, this is disgusting. That's what the elephant is, listening. This is ghost lands. Y'all are going to be talking about your past experiences, listening to one another. And because it's the elephant, you are going to be making mental notes of the things that affect your partner. What are their triggers? Understanding who they are a little bit more. Maybe things you didn't even know about, because when you get into a new relationship with somebody, you don't try to bring in all the ghosts. You don't try to tell them like A, B, C, and D went wrong. You don't want anybody to have red flags like, oh yeah, this bitch didn't like that, this one, blah, blah, blah. You try to start new and learn the person. But in this case, y'all needed to know about the old stuff in relationships so you can understand how those previous relationships changed who your person is now. And then after that, come together. Look at that. You see, there's a fucking heart in there. All I needed was a dove on top for me to feel like this was amazing. But I'll take that little heart and that crown and whatever that bird is up there. Who is he? Is that an ibis? Oh hell, if I got the name for a bird, I don't know names of birds. But when something flies in my head that I don't know on a regular basis, there's a reason that it went in there. So let me Google ibis, spiritual meaning. Yeah, that's exactly what that bird is. This really should be a lot scarier to me, but I'm too excited about what it means. It means that I know things. If I know things, I can do things. Like tell you that this IBIS means you have some work ahead. Lessons involving communication, discernment, personal development, and trust are on the horizon. What? I like Little John. What? And that is your reading today. Okay. Have a good day, Ray.